can't catch the cheetah. Tyreek Hill's eventful first game of the season.
No place like home, the Miami Hurricanes' dominant performance in their home opener.
And FIU says dale to an exciting home opener of their own. All of this and more on the sideline.
Hello, South Florida, and welcome to the Sideline, the place where you get all the highlights for your South Florida teams. I'm Nicolette Esper.
And I'm Alejandro Marquina, and the Sideline starts now. The University of Miami Hurricanes have had an impressive start of the season, scoring more than 40 points in both their games so far.
Sideline's Esteban Rodriguez has more on this team and the Category 5 level performance.
After an exciting start to their season with a big win against the University of Florida in Gainesville, fans are excited to see Cam Ward and the Miami Hurricanes in their home opener against Florida A&M here at Hard Rock Stadium.
And the Canes fandom got just that, starting with an interception in just the first drive of the game, which was converted into a touchdown in just 2 plays for 28 yards. That set the tone for the entire match as senior from Washington State, Cam Ward, led these Hurricanes to yet another commanding win.
You know, it's certain guys bring a spark, right? And it catches with everybody. He's that guy.
With a combined 304 yards thrown and 3 touchdowns, including a flying dive into the end zone, Cam Ward is on his way to put up huge numbers for Miami, but it's no surprise to him.
I put up numbers in my past, so the numbers don't really, shock me. I know what type of player I am, what I'm capable of being in the future.
The points just kept stacking up from there, and for his first game at the Hard Rock, Ward already has plans for his next home game.
But, in the future, I just can't wait to, see Hard Rock sell out. We want to sell it out next week. We want to sell it out Virginia Tech. But, we got to keep on holding up our end. We just going to take it one day at a time when we get a time and, continue to, try and win games.
Due to their overwhelming lead against the Rattlers, Coach Cristobal put in their backup players for almost the entire fourth quarter, where they closed out with a final score of 9-56, University of Miami.
A dominant win for the University of Miami, and they're planning to keep the momentum rolling into next week, where they will also be playing at home against Ball State at 3:30 p.m. For Caplin News, I'm Esteban Rodriguez.
And the Miami Dolphins started their season against the Jacksonville Jaguars. The offense struggled early, finishing the first half down 7-17. Running back Devon Achane played a huge role in Miami's comeback, and the defense tightened up, preventing Jacksonville from scoring again in the end zone. Dolphins began the season 1-0 and will face the Buffalo Bills Thursday night. Final score was Jacksonville 17, Dolphins 20.
The Dolphins were close to playing yesterday's game against the Jacksonville Jaguars without Tyreek Hill, as he was detained by the Miami-Dade police. Tyreek's agent said that he received a ticket for a moving violation, yet he ended up in handcuffs on the ground. While Hill ended up being released, the officer who was involved with the arrest will be reassigned to administrative duties during an internal investigation.
Multi-Grammy winning artist Kendrick Lamar is set to perform in the Super Bowl halftime show in 2025. The news announced on Sunday on his social media pages, with the NFL also touting the news. Lamar already has some halftime show experience, performing with the likes of Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and Eminem. Super Bowl 59 is set to be played at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans on Sunday, February 9th.
With low expectations, yesterday, Italian tennis player Jannik Sinner became the men's champion of the U.S. Open. In its second Grand Slam victory, Sinner defeated American player Taylor Fritz, keeping his title as world's top-ranked player. Ironically, before the tournament, Sinner said he had low expectations. Arthur Ashe Stadium was full of celebrities in attendance, such as pop star Taylor Swift and Kansas City Chiefs player Travis Kelce.
The Marlins looking to close out their series against the Phillies here at home.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
FIU football has only gone up from here. Now with the Pitbull Stadium, we're super excited to be involved.
FIU football makes their debut in the newly named Pitbull Stadium. Sideline will be back in 2 minutes.
could really use a new tablet. I just don't have the money.
Let me ask you something. Do you have a Pell Grant?
Yes?
You do know you can get a free tablet, right?
Did you say free?
Yeah, free. It's simple. And the application is done in the store.
I could really use a tablet.
Go get one. Another satisfied customer. Stop by PantherTech in the Graham Center at FIU MMC today to speak with one of our associates to get your free tablet.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life. But how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have something called prediabetes. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
The FIU Panthers dominated Central Michigan in the home opener at Pitbull Stadium.
Silence reporter Adrian Laura took in all of the action.
The day is finally here. It's the first home game at Pitbull Stadium right here at FIU. The Panther Prow is ready for this new era of FIU football.
Panther Nation is abuzz with excitement as many fans were having a great time before their first game in the newly named Pitbull Stadium.
FIU football has only gone up from here. Now with the Pitbull Stadium, we're super excited to be involved. It's the first game, so I'm expecting a win, a W.
A few were hoping for an appearance from Mr. Worldwide himself, Pitbull.
I'm hoping to see Pitbull, because that's like the main reason I came here. Yeah.
Although he wasn't in attendance, the Dale era was in full swing as the FIU Panthers took on Central Michigan and delivered a dominant performance. FIU went on a touchdown frenzy throughout the entire game, including this play where quarterback Keon Jenkins threw to Eric Rivers for a 36-yard touchdown. Later, Central Michigan's quarterback Joe Labus had his pass intercepted by FIU's Brian Blades II, who then returned it 21 yards to the end zone, making it 28-0 in favor of the Panthers. Central Michigan tried to make some noise in the middle of the game, but it wasn't enough to overcome the Panthers' electric offense, as Labus also threw 5 interceptions. The final score was Central Michigan 16, FIU 52.
The Dale era continues as the FIU Panthers go to FAU to take on their rival Owls on September 14th, then head back to Pitbull Stadium September 21st to face against Monmouth. We're outside Pitbull Stadium. I'm Agent Laura, Caplin News.
The Miami Marlins wrapped up their 4-game series against the Philadelphia Phillies. After a rough loss on Friday, the Marlins bounced back in Sunday's game. The final score was 10-1. The team heads to Pittsburgh to take on the Pirates for a 3-game series. Then it's DC to face the Nationals in a 4-game series. Looking ahead, we have some games coming up and games to discuss. Starting off with Thursday night prime game of the Dolphins versus the Bills. What are your thoughts on this game?
It's going to be an exciting game. We know that the Dolphins lost against the Bills the last season in the wildcard game. Now, I think the Dolphins have been playing really good also with the Bills. They got a comeback win. I think it was yesterday on Sunday.
Yes.
And yeah, I think it's going to be a really tight game, but we're going to see.
I'm looking forward to seeing the Tua Josh Allen matchup for sure.
Now,
for sure.
We have also the Hurricanes versus the Ball State. Now, what do you think about that game?
I'm thinking that the Hurricanes are going to dominate. I think they just had a great win of 52-9 this past weekend. I am really looking up to this matchup and seeing Cam Ward, the quarterback, do some stuff. Yeah, and now we have the Marlins versus the Pirates. This is a series game. I'm interested in seeing this.
It's going to be a really interesting game. So we know that Paul Skeens is starting for the Pirates, so it's going to be a great pitching match against I think it's Veloso who is starting for the Marlins. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think the Marlins might be dominated in this one. I think the Pirates might take the win. We also have the Marlins versus the Nationals. I'm looking at that as a 50-50. I think the series can go either way for sure.
I mean, the Nationals, the Marlins won against the Nationals this series. I think it was 2 series ago.
Okay.
But I think that it's gonna be 50-50 chance. Although I'm rooting more for the Marlins to win.
Okay. Yeah. Makes sense. Just a reminder that if you want to keep up with updates, fun segments, and more for our crew, you can follow our Instagram for all things Sideline. Follow us at sideline.caplin. That's all the time we have for today. I'm Nicolette Esper.
And I'm Alejandro Marquina. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week on The Sideline.